Japanese with me. I feel like we're back in Japan. Anyway, we are going to, would you like to say it in the French accent? Printemps, which is a new luxury department store here in New York. It is from France, from Paris. And maybe it's in other parts of France too, but I know there's definitely one in Paris. And yeah, it's been open I think for about a month or so now. So we thought we would go check it out. It's got several restaurants, I believe. It's in an unusual area for this type of thing. You know, you'd think that this would be up in, you know, more of the midtown, you know, where Saks is and where Bloomingdale's is and where Bergdorf's is, you know, up on the Fifth Avenue kind of thing. But it's not. It's actually down in the financial district. So anyway, we, I believe, are here, and I don't think there are any more lines. I think there were lines like the very first day, but there aren't now. And yeah, looks cool. So let's go check it out. All right. Here are birds chirping. So my understanding is that the store will be sort of ever changing. So different designers, different things featured, things like that. This is, like there's a Disney and Coperni section over there. Yeah, I don't know. We just have to check it out. Oh, David's speaking French, and I think he's going to go ask. Okay, well, I think David's going to the bathroom. So here we have, let's see, I cannot see a brand. Oh, this is Acne Studios. I've heard they actually had, when I was watching Cassie's vlog, they had quite a bit of Acne Studio. Didn't we have this cutout thing with God, somebody did that already. Who did that? I mean, it's a really cool layout. The way the store is merchandised is really cool. I did remember seeing a lot of this, or this discussed in Cassie's vlog, which is there's a lot of seating, which is, you know, really nice, especially if you have significant others or things that don't really have a desire to shop. They can sit. We've got some Jacquemus here. Got more Acne Studio, looks like over here. It's an interesting jeans. These are cool though. I do like these. Let's see how much these are. Okay, so those were $800. Here is some Ami things. I don't know if these are men's. Sorry for the extreme close-up there. I don't know if these are men's or women's or unisex. Got some more. These are Coperni bags there. Over here, we've got JW Anderson items. Flip you around again. Here we've got JW Anderson. Some JW Anderson bags. This looks like a little. Let's see if that's a Balenciaga. That's what it looks like. These are Balenciaga. Tennis shoes. They sort of look like they would be cousins to Loewe. These are Dandelion. Flower Mountain. Interesting. We've got Golden Goose over here. It's a cute little clutch. This is, I cannot read that name. It's cute though. Oh, the Attico. That's what I thought it said, but I've never seen the. Sparkly bag by JW Anderson. It's cute. I assume these are like fitting rooms. It's cute. This is again the Attico. These like green kind of bomber jackets. Those are cute actually. Let's see how much these are. These are $14.50. That's cute. It sort of reminds me of Sakai, or also the Frankie shop. This is kind of a mishmash here of brands. That's JW Anderson again. So interesting. I feel like this is more men's down here. Over here, we have just some like different little gifty kind of things. I don't even know what these things are. Autry, not heard of that brand either. Sparkly dress here. I thought I was filming a whole bunch of that, and I wasn't. Oh, here is the Duclos area. Wow, it's a tiny little area. I thought it was much bigger based on Cassie's vlog. I mean, unless it's somewhere else too. I'll flip you around and show you. So they have the new little baby mini Diane bag. They do not have the Diane Messenger. I was hoping they would have that because I really wanted to see it again, because I was just once again intrigued by it when I saw Lula's 1-year review of her Diane Messenger bag. So I'll show you around. The navy that they have is gorgeous. So this is the small Diane bag. This, I assume, is in the heritage leather because you can definitely see some marks on it. And Joseph Duclos on the Diane Messenger is known for this quote that they have on the bottom on the metal piece. Is really cool. And then this is the new little mini one, so you can see the difference there in the size. And then there's one bigger, which they don't seem to have here. So they've got blue, and then this kind of goldenrod yellow, sort of a saffron yellow, and then the red. And then they've got this little mini one. This, I think, this leather has a name. I think it's just a V blanking on it. But the way these open is you pull up on this, which is not easy to do one-handed. Okay, never mind. Hopefully they've got some other pieces. Got some more Jacquemus. This, again, this is their own house brand. Sunglass section over there, and then there's like a wine bar over there. So we've got boutique items here. I actually really love one of these Joseph Duclos fragrances. They have that here. Nice to get. Nice little section over here. It's a cute little skirt. I don't know that brand. It's cute though. Really beautiful leather jacket. I don't know if that's the price or not. I think that's the price. $11,569. Maybe? I do not know. So the decor and different styles are really just gorgeous. It's Valentino here. Perfume over there, so maybe I'll go see if they have Joseph Duclos. That may be men's over there. Like, look at these lights. How pretty are these? So they definitely have quite a few brands, you know, that we don't have here. So this is the Artisan perfumer. Really pretty. Some really beautiful fragrances. Givenchy. This Memo, not heard of. We have Guerlain, which is here. 80K. Not heard of that brand, but this is their little like beauty section. Sort of apothecary. Louboutin. But skincare. Like I said, some brands that definitely that I have not seen before. Yes. Codage. Metique. Bacha. It said, lovely merchandising.
It's really funny.
Answer. I'm curious if they have some of these at the French pharmacy here in New York City. I have yet to go because they are only open on weekdays and only open until like 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm not quite sure if you're a working person when you're supposed to shop there, but my friend Ellen and I are supposed to be taking a couple of hours in an afternoon one day and going down. So here's more beauty specific. So we've got, looks like Guerlain, we've got Victoria Beckham, cute little area to get beverages. And you walk back into this area, it just keeps going. Like I said, every area is different. This is definitely the part where I think you see more of kind of the bank area. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. And these are Christian Louboutin fragrances. I smelled a Christian Louboutin fragrance, but certainly the bottles are stunning. Okay, so I think that this is the Haute Couture, like, pre-loved area. If I recall, that is what this is. So these are one-of-a-kind pieces that are pre-loved. So those gowns, aren't those gorgeous? Look at this fun skirt. Ugh, that is so cool. That is by the Attico, $1,150. Love that. But you know, I have something sort of similar to it that I bought in Singapore for like $50. Glassware. Pretty, oh, look at that pretty bag. Isn't that fun? Look at how fun that is. That'd be great to take to a wedding. Simon Roja bag. I think that's how you say that. $640. Very fun. These are beautiful. These are Lalique. Gorgeous. I have to say, the merchandising is just exquisite. Not how much I would say I love the actual merchandise itself. I mean, you know, it's not really something that I'm going to get a lot of voyeur out of. Look at the detail on this. This is all leather through here. Look at the bodice. Exquisite. Some JPG here. A lot of Jean-Paul Gaultier. Interesting. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, I kind of love this, where it looks like, you know, you got the little butterflies and on the little breast area there. Cute. It's $230, I believe. It's a cute little t-shirt though. It's a medium. The extra small is itty bitty. I don't know what size. I think I would probably want a small. I don't know if they have it, if they have anything more than what's out here or not. And this kind of sheer shirt is also really pretty, really cool. I shouldn't say pretty. Pretty is not the right word. It's $430. It's a fun little fluffy bag there. I'll show you some of these. Some of these gowns that are up here. This reminds me sort of like the Dior exhibit went through. I assume that's Jean-Paul Gaultier based on the very Madonna cone breast thing. There. Excuse you? Okay, great, thank you. It's like, it is gorgeous. Got a little bench here too. Okay, so I'm gonna try on this Jean-Paul Gaultier t-shirt. Okay, so here is the Jean-Paul Gaultier t-shirt. So yeah, got the little butterflies on the nipples here. And yeah, I think this is how it's supposed to fit. It's definitely very, I mean, it's definitely a fitted tee. This is the small. I almost think that I would maybe rather have the medium. I mean, just because I feel like the shoulder should be a little bit further off here. Definitely runs small, that's for sure. I might grab the medium and see what I think. Okay, so here's the medium. I think it definitely fits. That other one was just so tight. And I would definitely worry that if you washed and dried it, it would shrink. This definitely has a little bit more wiggle room in it, and it's got a little more room here so that, you know, if I do decide to get some new girls, that it would fit better. But it is cute, isn't it? Do you think that's cute? Do we think it's $230 cute? There's the bar area, really pretty. There's David. Cute little seating area. I like those up there. Look at how they move. These are very cool. Very, very pretty. All right, editing Lisa here. I realized we never did an outro, and I meant to do it with David because I wanted to get his perspective too, but he's gone right now. He's out with Hannah, so I will just give you my perspective. So as I mentioned, this was Printemps, which is a French department store. Very unique area that they chose to put this in. Now it is very close to Hermes. If you're not familiar, there actually is an Hermes down in the Wall Street area, which kind of makes more sense to me. I mean, you know, if you're an investment banker, going to Hermes probably makes sense. They have more kind of gift items. You know, if you're able to pick up a quota bag for your significant other or whatever, it's a weird location for an Hermes, but it's not too. Like I I sort of get it. And it's a very small store. I've never been in it, but you can tell from the outside, and I've heard other people who've been there. It's a pretty small boutique. So the Printemps store is basically kind of up the block and on the corner from where Hermes is. This is a very, at least what they have right now is a lot more kind of streetwear, you know, a lot of Acne Studios, a lot of Jacquemus, JW Anderson. Just, I don't really see sort of the investment banker Wall Street crowd really shopping there. And, you know, except for that one little area, there really weren't any sort of like gift kind of things. So I don't really know who their customer is there. And it's not in a tourist area. Now, saying that, obviously tourists, when they come, I'm sure do go down to Wall Street. Although to be very honest with you, I don't know, I can't think of any time that I visited New York as a tourist where I went down to Wall Street. But it certainly would not be unusual. I mean, you know, for people to go see where the stock market is, and, you know, it is close to One World Trade and, you know, that kind of area. But it's just an, like I said, an odd location from my perspective. You know, obviously I was not the real estate person who went and scouted that location. I assume they got a good deal on it. Because I would certainly think that it would do much better up, you know, in the Fifth Avenue kind of big shopping area, you know, by Bergdorf's or Saks, you know, where the Louis Vuitton, and we're all the sort of kind of the Golden Mile version of New York is as far as shopping, luxury shopping is concerned. So that just seems odd. You know, I know Cassie talked about this in her video as well, that, you know, I think they're sort of going to be doing some kind of rotating maybe designers. So it just, the way it was merchandised was beautiful. It was visually lovely to look at. And, you know, it kept you interested because, you know, it was just very small racks of little things. So you kind of had to sort of look at everything to see. And, you know, some of the different types of displays that they used. And I think I said this in the video at one point, but each area sort of has its own unique feel. I thought I was filming in one area. When you first come up the escalator, there's an area there that feels very Hermes, like it's a lot of the kind of wood, the sort of color of wood that most Hermes stores have in their boutiques. And just sort of the type of shelving and just the way things were reminded me of Hermes. Now, there weren't any Hermes items there, but it just, different areas of the store have very different feelings. The first floor feels a little more industrial and a little more contemporary and modern. And then you go upstairs, and like I said, when you first get off the elevator or the escalator, you have this area that's where there's this sort of teak wood kind of Hermes sort of type feeling. And then you move in, and where the wine bar area is with those sort of, I don't know, wrought iron sculptural sort of things that were used to hang things on. And then you go through that whole beauty area, which is very sort of clean room kind of feeling, right? Sort of sterile. And then you move through that and you get back into that sort of bank vaulty kind of room that felt a little more Art Deco and had the really, really high ceilings, and where those beautiful gowns were and this, you know, one of a kind couture pieces. Yeah, just visually very interesting, beautiful, but aside from that t-shirt that I tried on, there was nothing there that I would be interested to buy or even see myself wearing. And I don't honestly know who shops there and who buys. I can honestly tell you, I did not see a single person buying anything. The one thing that I don't think we showed you on the first floor is there's like a coffee kind of bar where you can get pastries and coffee, obviously. And that's sort of more of a darker kind of ambiance area. Definitely different from the rest of the first floor, which I said was a little more kind of industrial and new and contemporary. So yeah, interesting. Do I feel the need to go back? No, I really don't. Even though supposedly things, I guess, might change. You know, I might be interested to see if somebody else vlogs from there, you know, maybe 3 months from now or something, and it looks like they have things that I might be interested in shopping, then yeah, then I'll go back. But I'm glad we went. It was a fun experience. It was a fun thing to do on an Easter Sunday since, you know, we weren't doing anything else. So yeah, I'd be curious if any of you who are local to the area, if you've been, what are your thoughts? Let me know if you have been to the department store in Paris. Is it similar? Did they sort of replicate it? I'm very curious because I have not been to the one in Paris. So curious to know that. Let me know that in the comments below. But hope you enjoyed. Like I said, it was kind of a weird vlog. I don't know. I guess I felt very disjointed because I just was completely unfamiliar, obviously, with the store and didn't really know what I was filming. And plus I had my protein coffee in my hand and it's hard to film and carry that and look at things at the same time. Rookie error here. I should not have had that with me. Luckily there were lots of places to sit it down though, so that was nice. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and if you want to keep on watching, there'll be another video over here in the corner for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you're having an amazing day or evening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.